7 stages of trauma bonding. Have you ever felt addicted to someone who hurts you? Unable to break free from a toxic relationship that leaves you drained and diminished? You're far from alone. This dark emotional trap ensnares countless caring people every day. Let's shed light on the shadowy force that binds partners to their tormentors. By mapping the descent into trauma bonding across 7 wrenching stages, we can find our way back to wholeness and health. As this video covers the troubling lies and manipulation narcissistic partners employ around finances, I want to note an important point. If you have chosen to leave a relationship and go no contact with a narcissistic partner, the video in the description below titled, "When You Go No Contact," the narcissist does this every day and why, can provide guidance on setting boundaries and finding strategies for this difficult transition. While no contact is often necessary for self-protection, even if you remain in contact, implementing structured expectations for respectful discussion of finances and other matters can at least improve the dynamic. Knowledge of their typical tactics allows you to recognize and respond to manipulation calmly yet firmly. You deserve to be heard and participate equally in financial decisions affecting your life. With the right tools, you can advocate your needs while managing the relationship. Feel empowered to create the healthiest situation possible. Now let's understand 7 stages of trauma bonding. Stage 1. Love bombing. It started with a flood of affection, attention, and affirmation that swept you off your feet. They seemed so caring, so interested in you as a person. Your dreams, quirks, secrets. No one had ever made you feel so seen and understood. You let your guard down, believing you'd met your soulmate. The connection felt cosmic, predestined. Now your fates were fused, your hearts woven together for eternity. Or so the fantasy went. For this was no fairy tale, but a finely crafted facade hiding something sinister. The loving mask would soon slip to reveal the monster beneath. Stage 2. Trust and dependency. Bit by bit, the foundation of the relationship shifted. You spent less time with friends and family. Your world narrowed to revolve around one person, the gravitational center of your universe. Meanwhile, the emotional vampirism intensified unseen. Your energy, attention, money all flowed toward your soulmate, while little returned. The connection felt increasingly one-sided as your needs faded into the background. You no longer belonged to yourself. Your loyalty meant everything while theirs remained uncertain. One wrong move could destroy this tenuous bond you depended on to feel whole. So you suppressed doubts and red flags, anything that threatened to topple this house of cards. Stage 3. Devaluation. Once they felt assured of your fidelity, the pretense disappeared. The narc's need for control emerged through criticism designed to obliterate your self-worth. They picked at your every flaw, weakness, and insecurity, shredding apart your identity bit by bit. Jokes turned callous and cutting. They compared you unfairly to exes and others, making you feel beneath them. No matter how hard you tried, you could never measure up. You grew anxious and insecure, walking on eggshells to avoid the next attack. Repressing your frustration and pain became habitual as you lost a clear sense of self, their twisted perspective infecting your own. Stage 4. Manipulation and gaslighting. Desperate to salvage the relationship, you attempted to hold them accountable, hoping against hope they would see how their behavior hurt you. But accountability was not in a narcissist's vocabulary. Each confrontation was deflected and minimized. They insisted the real problem was you, your hypersensitivity, anxiety, jealousy, neediness. According to them, you were imagining things and overreacting to innocent jokes. Over time, doubt crept in as their version of reality displaced your own experience. Were you truly too fragile, too demanding? Gaslighting distorted your thoughts, eroding your ability to trust in yourself. Confusion reigned as up became down and down became up. Stage 5. Resignation. Exhausted from the constant clashes and mind games, you finally caved in, not to them, but to the futility of it all. What was the point in fighting if nothing ever changed? It was easier to shut your mouth and eyes, to tacitly accept their unacceptable behavior. You suppressed more of your needs and personality, brainwashed into believing this was the best you could hope for in love. Melding and bending to their whims became automatic, even as you felt yourself disappearing. Stage 6. Loss of self. By this point, the narcissist had dominated your psyche, moving in like an occupying force. They inhabited your mental space, commandeering your attention and time. You no longer knew yourself apart from them, only the pseudo-self they manufactured through control and conditioning. Cut off from your core truth, that inner light faded to a dying ember. In its place arose profound alienation from the you, bowing and scraping to survive this soul-dead relationship. Their distorted perspective became embedded within, shaping your self-concept. This parasitic invasion hijacked your life energy, funneling it towards someone determined to drain and discard you. Meanwhile, your passions and pursuits withered on the vine, deprived of interest and investment. Stage 7. Addiction. In the final brutal stage, trauma bonding locks into place with all the force of heroin addiction. One minute, you're discarded like trash during a bout of abuse or silent treatment. The next, the hoovering begins, a rush of renewed passion and remorse sweeping you back into the narc's web. Like a junkie chasing their next hit, you forget self-respect and boundaries for that glorious high when things feel okay again. Their intermittent affection becomes the drug you'd sacrifice everything to obtain, if only fleetingly. During periods apart, withdrawal sets in. Obsession festers as you pine desperately for your abuser. Logic and resolve succumb to craving and delusion. Their hooks dig deeper into your psyche, engraving an invisible leash. This traumatic attachment is not love, but enslavement. Understanding these brutal bonding stages illuminates the first step toward breaking free. But reconstructing poisoned perceptions requires time and tenacity. Like prisoners adjusting to sunlight after years in a dungeon, abuse survivors often struggle to trust their newly liberated senses. But bit by bit, truth dawns to reveal the narcissist as the soulless parasite they are, while you reclaim your sovereign worth and spirit. With fierce compassion for all you have endured, nurture that inner light as wings for the flight to freedom. Surround yourself with people who see your beauty without blinding you to your full humanity. The glorious spectrum encompassing shadow and light. The bonding shackles will loosen as the narc's fantastical facade of perfection bursts for good. Their false self cannot withstand reality's glaring light. While they sink beneath the weight of their own corruption, you will rise renewed, real, released at last, to live and love from a place of wholeness grounded in truth. The choice and the power reside within you, whenever you are prepared to grasp them. I hope this breakdown of stages of trauma bonds with narcissists has empowered you to release any misplaced guilt and focus on your own healing journey. If you're already on the path of healing, be sure to monitor your self-talk and check out this video. Recovering from Narcissistic Trauma, Soothing Sleep Affirmations for Self-Care. The link is in the description below. Be sure to monitor negative self-talk and seek support through resources like therapy, online groups, and videos on recovering from narcissistic abuse. Please like, subscribe, and donate if you're able to support exposing narcissists' covert emotional manipulation. Together we can heal, prevent further victimization, and raise awareness. The power rests firmly in your hands. Know the signs, trust your instincts, and refuse to surrender your spirit. You deserve to be seen, heard, and cherished by those worthy of access to your light. I believe in you.